Michael Jaafar is watching along with us. He is a national trial attorney. And Michael, we've been watching this case unfold through the eyes of Cody Thomas. So, first of all, your take on this. This is, it's heartbreaking to watch because there was no camera in this courtroom. Each one of these sides believes they know the absolute truth. It's somewhere in the middle, and it's up to a jury. Your thoughts?
I mean, this is tragic. To see the scene outside of the courtroom, it just breaks my heart. Right at the end of the day, it seems like it's torn a community, and it's very sad. At the end of the day, look, it really comes down to the concept of proportionality. Right? You brought a knife to a fight that did not involve a knife. But at the end of the day, is that justified? It could be justified. There are instances where it is justifiable to use a knife to defend yourself against someone who doesn't have a knife. A, you don't know if they have a knife. B, you don't know, even without a knife, if they could kill you. C, you don't know if they're trying to kill you with or without a knife. But at the end of the day, to the other side, to the prosecution, you caused the death of another person who was unarmed, right? The worst case scenario that person could have given you, according to the prosecution, was just beating you or hitting you or bruising you. But other people can say, and I remember specific cases where a group of kids at a high school punched another kid, and this was a national case, and the kid died because his head hit the wall after he got punched and fell and hit his head on a brick and then died. So somebody could say, hey, I was in fear for my life. I used a knife. I pulled out the knife. I didn't use it, and they just kept coming at me. So, like, I'm just saying in general, because you don't really, really know what happened. You have testimony on both sides. And the question then becomes, is there reasonable doubt? Look, if there's a robot looking at this case, if the jury was comprised of robots, I think there's reasonable doubt as to whether or not he committed manslaughter or murder. I think if a robot was on the jury. But man, these jurors are human beings. They live in that community. This case has gripped that community. That's why I'm riveted to see what the jury, like, honestly, I don't care if I spend till midnight to find out. I'm going to watch and see what this jury verdict is, because it could also inflame that community if they come back guilty on murder. I mean, I think this community is just gonna, it's like a powder keg at this point. It's just gonna evaporate. So we'll see what happens, but that's my analysis on the law.